Thirsty on the east side of town? Well, head to a WNST favored King Discount Liquors on Pulaski Highway, just inside the Beltway. They have it all.
I'm Johnny Bev down at King Liquors. Come and see me for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer.
Don't forget to give the King a ring.
Welcome back into Radio Row here in Phoenix, Arizona, the Phoenix Convention Center. Of course, the Super Bowl coming up on Sunday, but we got plenty to talk about between now and then. We got to get all these big-time ex-Raven world champions in the house. By the way, you're very lucky you played in Baltimore, because if you just played in Pittsburgh and made your name there, we'd never have you in. But because you're Rod Woodson, because you played in Baltimore, you're in.
You wouldn't get a lot of guys here. You gotta have open mind.
Yeah, but Pittsburgh, not when it comes to Pittsburgh. Not when it comes to the Steelers.
You have to understand, you gotta dislike him. You can't hate him. You gotta dislike him enough during the season.
Right.
Then once the season's over, it's all love.
One of the coolest things I've ever seen in sports, Super Bowl 30, when you got up and pointed at your knee.
Yeah,
that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, but you know what Mike Warren said after that?
No. Don't show me up?
No, he said, you guys are still going to lose. I just started laughing and said, yeah, you might be right.
You would hurt your knee, was it the first game of the season? First game of the season against the Lions, right? Hurt your knee against the Lions, came back and played in the Super Bowl. I'll never forget it. You knocked that pass away, and you got up and you were like, check out my knee.
I was just hoping that
you were hoping it was still there, right?
No, I was hoping that that Troy threw a nice ball, because the ball was high and outside. I said, if you don't threw that ball right where it belonged, I could have took one back to the house. That would have been nice.
Then you really could have pointed.
Then I really could have pointed to my knee.
Rod Woodson with us here on Radio Row.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry. Am I out of my mind, but was there a game in Baltimore where you guys were playing against the Bengals, and it was near the end of the game, the Bengals were driving, and you kind of faked like you had an injury, hoping it would go your way, and they did, and you weren't even hurt?
Or was I
drinking a lot of Coors Light?
Well, you could have had a couple Coors Light, but I'm trying to think. The Bengals.
They weren't very good back then.
It was
the one on the sideline.
It was near the end of the game, and
I've had a lot of concussions.
Right after the play, you start limping.
Hey, my long-term memory is shot.
You start limping
I got 5 kids, and I call my kids my dogs' names. I mean, Meridius. I mean, Honey. Jasmine. Oh no, Marika. I mean, I go through them all before I get to my kids. So sometimes it's hard for me to remember everything.
Just lie and say yeah.
Sure.
There you go.
Hey, the NFL Network.